overcoming your fear or your resistance to being on camera. This is something you need to have compassion on. And like I said before, the introverts or people who are reluctant to get on camera that move through and develop this are far more compelling in marketing themselves than those that are often natural extroverts. Let's go over and see what ChatGPT has to say about advice, and then we'll see what I have to say about it. What is your advice for people that are introverts that are working to overcome their resistance to being on camera, knowing that that is the most compelling thing that will market what they're selling or their business than anything else, and that authenticity will cut through over-polished or just marketing content and is the most affordable? And because their competition doesn't want to do it, it gives them a competitive advantage.
Absolutely. And I love this question because it's something that can really transform how introverts approach their business presence. So a few thoughts here. First of all, it's about starting small and giving yourself permission to not be perfect. A lot of times introverts feel that they have to be as polished as someone who's been on camera for years, but really the authenticity is what's going to shine through. So just start with short, simple videos where you're maybe just sharing a tip or introducing yourself. The more you do it, the more comfortable you'll feel. And another piece is to focus on the message, not on yourself. A lot of times introverts are very mission driven or they really care about what they're sharing. So if you focus on the value you're providing to the viewer, it takes a lot of the pressure off of you as the performer and just makes you a guide or a helper. Also, remember that practice really does make progress. So you might do a few takes and never even post them. That's okay, because every time you do it, you're going to feel a little more at ease. And the final thing is really just to remember that the fact that your competition is not doing this is a huge advantage. So if you can be the one that shows up authentically, even if it's not perfect, you're going to stand out. So just take it step by step and give yourself some grace.
And I agree entirely. And then I have some other points on it. Another one is sometimes what you need to do is break it down and first start with the camera where you're doing a voiceover or you're speaking over it. And then you want to include yourself, like get yourself in the picture in some way and begin with that as a starting point. Then the other thing I have is think about what your concern around it is. What is that unconscious concern or fear? And then play it up. Let's say you're worried, oh, I don't like my voice. Well, what do you think? It's too low or high. Accentuate it. Make some fun videos you never post. Learn to kind of lighten up and pull some of the significance out of it. Almost like a Monty Python skit for yourself, because it really is. You're adding too much significance to it. And for example, if you're worried that you might look stupid, try to look stupid. If you're worried someone might judge you as having a double chin, well, then accentuate your double chin. Learn to find those things and grab them instead of avoid them and bring them in. And it's like you only get over it by moving past it, but also viewing that kind of excitement as an exhilaration. The other thing is, think of an area where you are more comfortable speaking and then pretend this situation is more like that. Anything else to add to that?
I think you've covered it beautifully. Honestly, it's such a great approach to just play around and have a bit of fun with those fears rather than letting them loom large. And that whole Monty Python skit idea is such a fantastic way to reframe it. Just take the seriousness out of the equation. Once you do that, it becomes a lot easier to step in front of the camera and just be yourself. So I think that's a fantastic approach and I'm all on board with it.
Excellent. Thanks.
You're very welcome. If you need any more tips or just want to bounce around more ideas, just let me know.
We all have something. Good, ethical people care and appreciate that care that might be stopping you. And then remember, it's about them. It's not about you. And the only way you get over it is by doing it. The only way you get over it is by doing it. And then identify that concern or feeling as exhilaration, not fear. Or just feel the fear and do it anyway. This is Success Coach Martin Brossman. Have a fantastic day. Love to hear your comments on this as well.